Hello dear traders, so we have tutorial here for the market structure and support and resistance. This is the basic principle which can be applied not just to Bitcoin but to most assets in the world. So when you learn this you will be really, it's like core principle of the markets, and it's so important to understand it well. It's pretty easy to understand, but of course you need to train yourself on charts once you go over the theory and the video. So let's dive into it. So in the technical analysis, market structure refers to the visual pattern or arrangement that price action forms on the chart. This includes peaks and valleys, highs and lows, support and resistance levels, and consolidation areas. It is the most important thing for you to learn and understand. So let's go to the chart. I will be showing you examples. I just want to show you and tell you the price is 80% of time the price is ranging. So understanding how consolidation, the value area is playing out with the market structure is very important for your trading. This is the consolidation area. You can see price was going sideways for multiple hours. Then we started to move, violently, impulsive way we call it. And you see then we started ranging again. Yes, market find now a fair value for itself. So this is the consolidation area. The market structure you can imagine as steps or like ladder. This is the market structure downtrend because it's characterized by lower lows and lower highs. So we peaked out here. You still don't know if it's going to be downtrend or you continue ranging, yeah, because you can still potentially stop here and find support here. But with the move down here over these lows here, you took out this low, you are creating new market structure, and it is local downtrend. Yeah, and you see you can also like draw on a chart, and it's gonna help you to identify this. So again, we are forming lower low. You are again taking this low here, continuation, and again down, and market finally starts to consolidate. Yeah, so this was the local downtrend for you, but the consolidation is telling you we might find new fair price for the market, and this is going to be decision point for you if you actually do continuation of the downtrend or you change market structure. And now with the move here you change market structure. Now let's delete this. You always look for significant highs and lows so you can identify correctly what is the market structure doing. You actually have indicators. You can search here for the market structure or high lows. So it's it's gonna show you where you are in the learning process. But I think it's pretty easy to understand for you. It's important to know like you have multiple time frames. So on this 3-minute time frame you can be heading down, but on higher time frame you can actually be uptrending. Yes. Trend is really important, so let's read more about this. So understanding market structure is crucial for several reasons. Identifying the trends. Market structure can help traders identify the overall trend of the market. If the market structure is showing higher highs and higher lows, it's uptrend. Lower highs and lower lows signify the downtrend, and we know we really need to know what is the trend, because then we can predict. And if you already identify correctly the trend, you are already changing odds, because trading is not gambling, is not casino. We can change odds from 50-50 to 80% win rate, for example. So you can, if you will be layering and adding these important tools, you can change your odds and identifying the correct trend changing behaviors. It's gonna help you, and the trend is the most important thing to understand. So this was local downtrend. Now we are seeing consolidation very locally. If you zoom in, you also start to see there is possible change from this really little low. We might get new uptrend actually. And how do you know? So for example, you already with this move here you took out this high. Yes, so you have very local uptrend already. Yes, after this downtrend. But in the higher time frame you are still in downtrend, but locally you have uptrend. Now this was a bit cheeky, right? Because you took out this low, but you quickly bounced up, so you were still consolidating in the range. And now finally big move up comes. It's also taking out these highs here, so it's changing a bit more market structure for you. Yes. But you know, to totally negate like the current medium time frame downtrend, this high is gonna be crucial, because if you go to 50-minute time frame or higher, you see. So when you are trading and watching for market structures, always be aware of higher time frames. You don't want to be in conflict with higher time frame traders. Yes. So it's for market, it was very important to take out this high, but you know, we arrived here and it never happened. So you actually created lower high here, and the continuation with breaking this, you started to create large time frame market structure moving down. Yeah. And look what market was doing. Market was trending down, and within this, look here, continuation within this larger downtrend, you also had like smaller local scalp, like we were scalping this to the upside and to the downside. But you are also aware, like you don't want to be conflict. So even if you have like very local uptrend here, you are very on 50-minute time frame, you have the downtrend. Yeah, so you look for opportunities for day trade shorts. Yeah, you can be scalp long here, but you look for day trade shorts after the market structure change. Yeah, from this time frame. But let's go back to the smaller time frame, so you see more examples. Let me check. Yeah, it's so important because many traders try to fight, you know, they are trying to fight the trend, and that's never gonna do well. You actually want to ride with the trend. You want to ride with the trend, and when you get opportunities on pullbacks, yeah, because when you are uptrending or downtrending, the local move down or up is called pullback, and it is your opportunity. If you already are long from here or from here or from here, and market comes very close to your entry, and you already had nice take profit 1 or take profit 2, you have chance to add to your position and ride the potential trend. Yeah, because what we are seeing right now, yeah, so we are at a 3-minute time frame. Let's go here. So we are seeing, okay, let's go like this. So we started local uptrend, and now we are seeing massive break up, and also this is like very, very local. And now you also have this, yeah, so you also have a bit higher time frame, like 5-minute. I will do it on this same time frame. So we have significant low here and significant high here, and now you started do very local downtrend. Yeah, but also on this bigger pull on 50-minute time frame, this is your chance for pullback. This is also very important to understand, because two things can happen here at this area. You can continue moving down and take out this low, which will resume the higher time frame downtrend. Yes, or you can find support on the pullback, and you can resume the upside from these positions. Yes. And this is also, you know, when you have first impulsive move down after a pretty long downtrend, you are assuming here this could be change of character for the market, because you don't have evidence yet you will change the market, but the real evidence comes when you break out this high here. Yes, because now you will finally change the market structure properly. So you have the, let me delete. Yeah, so now we have the higher high. We go for the higher low. Yes, it's higher than this one, even this one. And now you finally change the market structure. So on a bigger time frame, now you have really changed market structure, and you will be looking to add to your positions or initiate new positions in the direction of the trend until you lose these lows here, because these are now your focus. Yes, if you go like this, you change market structure and you look on next resistance and support to add to your short or initiate new shorts. Very, very simple. But while market is holding this market structure, it's great for you. Look at this. Yeah, pullback, beautiful. We continue up, new high, amazing. Trend continues. There was nice low here, but they didn't take out this low. Clean market structure is still unchanged, and it is uptrend. Look here, and what happened here? So we continue in our downtrend, and you see what is happening. So market is selling off pretty violently. We took out this low here, so you are now facing first change of character. It's not yet a downtrend, but you are seeing you are seeing warning sign. It might potentially be either consolidation or new initiation, first warning sign of the downtrend, right? So let's see what happens. So we find let's go here. So we find the final high here, and now you are moving down. Yes, you are moving down, and you are now taking this low here. So what is it telling you? Yet again, you initiated new downtrend, new local downtrend. So what you are doing, you are looking for opportunities to sell and ride the downtrend down. Yes. And the pullbacks were pretty shallow, so you had to be really aggressive, more as a scalper to add to position. There were no higher pullbacks, you can see. Yes. Look at this continuation, still lower lows, lower highs. Beautiful. Now we had some nice consolidation. Yes, look here. Very local consolidation, really choppy. Sometimes you have a muted, it's like this is consolidation period where we are trading the range, which we will be learning a bit later, when you have higher highs but also the higher lows, and it's like very muted and not too clear. Yeah, because you see you had lower low here, but you also have higher high here, so it's like mix. In order to change this downtrend, it's like definitely you need to take out this high, especially from higher time frame. So you see what happened. We have moved and we resumed downtrend down, and now we are seeing the first sign, at least locally. Yeah, this is the present. So we are continuing down. Yeah. Now you took out this high here, so it's potential change on smaller time frames to initiate new uptrend, at least locally. So what we will be watching now is to see where you find the pull. If we hold the pullback, and then we need to breach this high again, so we initiate new uptrend from the from this local consolidation here. So that's how a market structure works. It's very, very simple. You always watch this. Now while I'm on this smaller time frame, let's go to higher time frame. 1 hour time frame, for example, is great for me. I usually use it. So I was showing you, I was showing you this part of the first. I was showing you on 3-minute time frame this local uptrend here, and then I was showing you this local downtrend here. But also you can zoom out on 1 hour time frame, and you are seeing, because you never want to be in conflict with the other time frame traders, you are seeing on the big time frames is actually still a huge uptrend. Yeah, on the like 4 hour time frame. Look here. Yes. Look at this, just beautiful. And now we are searching for the final low. Until you breach this low, market is very, very bullish, and it's still in uptrend. Yes, so you can play locally here as a scalper and day trader, but on higher time frames, you are aware you are still searching for the major pullback and support, so you can initiate new day trade and swing entries in the continuation. And now we will be discussing how you actually do that. So we know what is market structure now, but we need to see what is support and resistance created from these market structure points. Let's dive into it. Let me check the text so I can, if I need to cover something else here. So I showed you identifying the trends. So we are going at the support and resistance. Yes, so support and resistance. We can also call it supply and demand zones. This is pretty simple. Most of the markets work with the supply and demand zones. We have tools to see that, so we are actually seeing how much people are offering bitcoins to sell here in the order books, and how much bitcoins people offer to buy on a certain price. And that's what is market actually. You will be learning this tool a bit later. It's more advanced, but this is how market works. And this tool we also use. We are definitely watching. We can actually see if market is agreeing with me on supply and demand zone, if it's agreeing with me on support and resistance zones. Yes. Okay, so we can call, price tends to stabilize and offer trade opportunities when you are revisiting it. Recognizing these levels can be very useful for traders to determine entry and exit points. It also serves as an adding point to the current trades. Okay, let me show you now examples. We will be returning to same examples I was showing you just before. Let's go over here. Okay. We can start from this point here. Yes. So the market structure is showing you also this supply and demand zone and support and resistance. I will be calling it support and resistance. It's more useful. It's showing you where market find the fair value and the buyers overcome the sellers, or vice versa, or sellers overcome the buyers. There is, you are looking for the points where market stopped and reversed. The best case scenario for you is when market do that violently with very high volume. Yeah, you will be learning about volume a bit later in the hero rank. But that's the initial idea. And for example, I will be starting with the consolidation. So you can see we were pushing up heavily and we stopped in this region. So yet again, market was pushing here. So market was telling you, okay, enough of the rise here. It was showing you potential resistance area. Yes, so, and now we are seeing what is happening. So market revisited the region and rejected down. So from this point, it actually validated for you. This is really good resistance. Market already rejected it twice. So you will extend this line further. And you are again watching and you are seeing another rejection. In the past, it was the area where Bitcoin reversed. In the past, it doesn't even need like big selling, like immediate selling from the fresh sellers. But people who are trading the market, they saw it is good opportunity to take profit and not be greedy here. So it can actually reject just from take profits of the people. We can actually know exactly if people are taking profit there or they are taking new position shorts. We have tools for that. You will be learning that later. And now also, so we have consolidation here. You see there was really nice range here. Look here, nice range here. There was a lot of rejections in this region, so you already are making the line here. Actually, I will be doing it with the proper line, so you see, because this is much better to do. So in the hero rank, you will be learning more about areas, but I can do. Bitcoin is so volatile assets. I don't like to do precise levels as much. I like to do areas because it's highly like we are moving a few $100 sometimes in a few minutes. So Bitcoin is super volatile and it's very hard to, because in traditional markets you have sometimes the key levels which are like precise to the dollar and price reacts to the dollar when it touches it. Yeah, but you really need more like zones. Yeah, so this was the previous range here. You had 3 nice rejections from here, so you are already pulling market structure support this time. Yeah, each day they change the position, so support can become resistance and resistance can become support. This is the best case scenario for you when you are rejecting multiple times from this region, right? You push over it finally. Look at what happened here. Price was unable, it was like wall, yeah? Price was unable to move over this region. Now we finally move over the region. Okay, there was a small dive over it, but in the end we find nice stability here. The price was stable for much longer than it was just this one dive here. So market pushed heavily over it, and now what you will be doing, you will be watching this area on retest. If it becomes support, you can see it already becomes support here, just very briefly, like touch. And then also we lost it a bit. Sometimes we can lose it, then we can reclaim it. It's sign of strength, but oftentimes it acts really like precisely. Yes, but I'm still keeping it here. I can also make like new, can make new zone here too. Extend it, of course. Price again was finding support from this. This is really nice support already. It's already giving you multiple trades, yeah. Okay, but you are seeing what is happening here. We, very high volume. You see the volume was spiking much. Everything in trading is about volume in the end. we violently pushed down and lost both of these supports, even this local one which was weaker and even this one which was retested multiple times. Support was lost, and you are pushing to the downside, you are changing the market structure. And now let's see what is happening here. 3-minute time frame. So we need to draw our market structure. So my market structure was going down. Oftentimes, when you are in uptrend or downtrend, you are retesting this market structure which was created. It created as this market structure support and resistance in very, very aggressive trends. Yeah, let me show you example here. This was very violent, so there was not much time to create the market structure support or resistance. But this one was really great. So let's go here. So you see, this was the initial high volume low. Yeah. So it's already becoming definitely area of support and resistance for you. Yes, so price find the I like to have the areas here, and you can see when we lost this local range like that, market structure and resistance was doing its job. Yes, and it was rejection on the retest, just beautiful. Now as you were moving down, you see price was pretty stable here, so you are pulling the market structure resistance zone from this area. You are looking where the candles spending most of the time, where they are rejecting or supported by price. Now you will just extend it here, and you see after the push down, you were also expecting, because you are looking for another continuation here. Yeah, continuation of the move. You are looking for you also take profit here if you are long. That's the correct use of the support and resistance. Continuation never happened. You still got a scalp trade here, which was perfectly fine. It was also showing you it's more like consolidation, and this was our initiation of the new trend. Now I will be, you also, as price is developing, you can adjust the support and resistance zones, yes, to much better reflect the current rejection zones. So right now it's like this. So in this consolidation area, we will be focusing on this zone here where price rejected the most time. Yes, many rejections. Now you can extend this, because now you broke market structure to the upside, which I will showing you later. Yeah. So price is heading to the pullback. Now we need to extend the support area, and you are getting nice support from this area. This is like usually when you are a consolidation, you are getting two main support and resistance from the consolidation. This is the first one, which was defining top of the range, and then you have another one which was defining bottom of the range. So we go over here. If you zoom in, it's also like started from this point here. So sometimes you go at the top of the range. You will be learning these scenarios, because it actually can be scenarios here which are happening. Like sometimes you bounce from the top of the range, sometimes you bounce from the middle of the range, where is point of control, which you will be learning in the next video. Or sometimes you go for the val of the range, value area low, and is also usually coincides with the market structure support from the consolidation. This one, yeah. But this time market choose to find support at this first zone. Just beautiful. And now when you have the textbook, sometimes we get really beautiful and textbook structures, yes, like this one. So let's go again. So we are doing market structure, yeah, like this. Beautiful textbook uptrend, and you see what is happening. Market is flipping previous resistance where we rejected into support. Yeah, so you can do one line or we do just zone. Yeah, it's like box. This is what you truly want. People want to find, because you can't be certain in trading. Nothing can be 100%. You can change your odds, sure, but people like to have market structure so they can they can find some system and clarity for their entries. That's how whole market works. It actually works on beliefs of other people. We want as many people to believe. We want to use what other market participants, especially the big ones which are moving the market, so big entities and so on, we want to use and apply trading principles which they believe in, and they will employ their capital to their beliefs. So we can actually, and we ourselves are helping to initiate and move the market as well. Of course, you need big capital to move market, but you're also helping. Your volume is part of the game, and you're helping to reinforce this idea. And you want to go with the direction of the trend and to identify entry points of the trend. For that, we have this support and resistance created from the trend if you have trending environment. Also, a bit of talk why it works. Why this works. Yes, so it's about how market functions. So when you are, let me show you here. I will be doing again this example. So a lot of people were shorting this area. A lot of shorts here. Yes. Okay, they were partially right. If some of them were not so greedy, they got nice take profit. But a lot of market participants are actually greedy. So how market structure actually works is to, now this was good volume move, violent move, and it actually trapped these people shorting. They were expecting lower. They just were on the opposite side of the market. They were expecting move down, and with this move up, we trapped those people. So once market come to them, yes, this was the first retest of the previous market structure resistance, where aggressive sellers, and now we move up because we also have the help. We have help from these people. They were shorting, so if they want to close position in the loss or zero, they need to buy at the market. So they are additional force in the market, creating pressure to push us up. That's why market structure zones, and when you have clear uptrend or downtrend, are so profitable, because you work with the trap people. Now you have fresh people who are watching and seeing this uptrend. They want to initiate new positions. Plus you have the second force of these trap traders who can give us additional boost, because as they are sellers, they need to buy on the market. And we also have the tools like Exocharts, which you also will be learning later, and is available on Hero Rank. And you can actually exactly see how many people are trapped, where they are trapped, in what positions. But initially, at the initial market structures, a lot of people are trapped there, and then you have the midpoints with the point of controls. Okay, so this was the high. We started move up here. You again see market structure support here from this high. You also see this one was not respected as much because it was just one high. You want to see like a lot more price action there. This is also market structure, support here. There was a small upside move and so on. And now we can see some examples on the local downtrend. So we initiated new downtrend. And we already had, so we've created multiple support and resistance zones. We rejected a lot of times here, so it's time to pull the zone here. Market was even so weak, it had not enough power to reach the zone. Sometimes it happens if the moves are very violent, and you can actually don't even touch the support and resistance zone, but it's perfectly fine. Let's go further. This was so aggressive. Like, you need to really zoom in and see. when it's very aggressive downtrend, a lot of times you just do like you did this low here, then you come to it for retest, then continuation. People are super aggressive yet again. Consolidations here, move down. Now this was like multiple lows touch, so it's pretty decent locally, like resistance. Market is coming to it, yeah. And again rejection, so it's following the downtrend, is respecting it. Market structure, so support and resistance, they are going hand in hand with the trending markets and market structures, to the upside or to the downside, doesn't matter. And once you like start going more sideways, you will focus more on the support and resistance zones, which are created from the from this local range as well, yeah. Okay, let me check further. Risk management. So by understanding market structure, a trader can better manage risk by setting stop losses at logical levels, e.g. when we lose car market structure or support. Yeah, that's the thing, so that's how you can define risks. I will not be going into the deep like in this video on a stop loss and so on. But when you do something like this, you push up here and now you took out this low here. People oftentimes we initiate market structure changes not just from new traders pushing, but also people getting scared and worried about their profits, and they are try to act defensive. So because right now this change market structure, actually a lot of people got stopped out when we took out this low here, and many people are getting out, so there are additional force on the market. Because it's potential trend change, and you see very violent move here, because this even stopped more people out of the market, because this is now confirmed change of market structure, and people are getting very defensive because now you properly change the market structure. So if you are this range was not ideal because it's so far away from the low. A lot of times we play stop loss behind the significant lows and highs, but you see the violent move here, you see the volume here, because people had a lot of stop losses here. Their stop loss was set thanks to the market structure, because now market structure truly changed to the downside locally, so many people are getting out. They don't want to be in longs, and they will be probably looking for shorts. So yes, so yeah, that's why you also see the the trend moves, because people play stop losses when continuation happens in these trends. Let's go a bit into the history in the chart so I can show you a bit more examples. You see why you don't fight the trend? Yes. This was the peak of, so for how long? Yeah, this was actually peak on the Bitcoin. So, and you are seeing you are creeping down. You see on bigger time frame, you are creeping down. Now you are pushing heavily, but you need to take out this high to change this local market structure. And you don't want to fight the trends, and that's why identifying the trends is so crucial. So massive move down, you took out these lows here, and now look here what is happening. If you keep buying, you will be losing a lot of money. You can do that as a scalper, but this is called like counter trade. So you are counter trading the main trend. Yes, you can still go long, very profitable here. You just need to be aware this is still downtrend, so in the end you need to be aggressive to take some profits and also look for additional shorts. And look here, because if you keep buying here, you will be losing a lot of money. So identifying the trends, so important. Look here. If you were not aware this is strong downtrend, then you lost. You can see how much was the move. Yeah, 8% move down, so you would be in heavy losses if you tried fight this downtrend. Very bad idea. prediction reversal. So certain market structures can indicate potential trend reversals. For example, Quasimodo pattern can indicate a reversal from uptrend or downtrend. We also call it the change of character when you don't have enough evidence market structure change, but seeing early signs it might happen. So you will be learning this pattern in another video. It's the most popular pattern we use. Actually, most patterns are actually fake. People are trying to, you know, yeah, it's not so good way to trade. But yes, this is the prediction reversal. So it means if you have enough knowledge on the market, let me delete. This is why you don't use just one tool alone. But if you see enough knowledge on the market, so you place the low here after very heavy downtrend, yeah, you finally at least find the you know, you are in the range, and now this range will give you a decision where we go. Now you see you have the first pretty decent high. You took most of these highs, that's perfect. And this is the change, what we call change of character, where you don't have evidence yet is gonna be uptrend, local one, but you expect it based on other tools. And other tools are, of course, like for example, you are holding this market structure here. You see market, look here, so many, like was holding very nicely here. He derived to the region, and if it's market holding this region, I expect we might actually start initiating to new uptrend. But if you are buying here, this is called change of character, and you are predicting this is gonna happen. So you need to employ other tools in your arsenal, not just market structure here. Until you also, this makes your entry pretty decent, because until you take out this low, which will invalidate your area, that's again why trends are helping you and support and resistance helping you identify your stop loss, because your stop loss is here and your reward ratio is already great. It's like you have 2-to-1 reward ratio to your trades. You usually in our group trying to find the trades which offers, so in example, like you risk $200 here, but you can gain $400 and more if you change the market structure. That should be the main point for your trading. Yeah, if you do that. Because in the long run, if you have good win rate, you will compound these wins a lot. So you can actually lose 4 trades in the row, but one winning trade will make money for all of them. Yeah, if you use good reward ratios. But yeah, that's not topic for this video, but I'm showing you what is change of character. Change of character is making first initiative, you know, impulsive move and change, like taking out all these highs or just one high and just making the first higher high, but there is no low placed in yet, like higher low. So we can call it uptrend. There is no, so we need to place it. We will be predicting it's gonna happen, and then when you take out this high, yes, its chances are rising, it's gonna be uptrend. Okay, one more thing can happen still. You do just fake out and you return back to the range and will be trading the range. That's why it's very important for you to watch. This is also market structure for the resistance here, to watch what is happening here. This is very important point for you, because you can decide then if you take profit, if you are starting to return back to range, or you can be more greedy and you will be participating the new, at least local uptrend, because you have it, you have the new uptrend. So yeah, that was the change of character. And predictions, so breakout and breakdowns, breakouts and breakdowns. Market structure can help traders identify potential breakout, upward movement, or breakdowns. I just show you that this is the breakout when you are confirming the new trend is bored, and this is the example over here. Let's go for example here. Yeah, so this was the local uptrend. Look at here, beautiful. Again, textbook. Bitcoin loves them, so you will understand them and learn them. Like so many higher highs and higher lows, and now we picked out. Look what is happening. Massive move down, and you are taking this low here. Which was the, and now you change again the. You change the market structure. And now you'll be watching if you actually do breakdown from this range as well. So, and this was the breakdown because it confirmed the market structure change, and this is now a downtrend. Yeah, this was breakdown. Okay, market bias. Understanding the market structure can help traders go market bias bullish or bearish. That's the thing. So if market structure, you want to cooperate with market structure, and until you have the uptrend you are bullish, until you have the downtrend you are bearish, until it changes, yeah, with the situations we just shown. If you are going sideways, consolidation, you are neutral, you trade this range, and once you market picks direction, so either it goes up or down, you will, you either continue downtrend or you start to create new uptrend. So this is gonna affect your bias, what's gonna happen after consolidation. So in the summary, understanding market structure is a crucial component of the technical analysis. It can provide traders with a visual representation of market behavior and assist in decision making. It should be used in conjunction with other tools. Okay, so I was doing a lot of driving today, and now let me show you what you should actually do. So now if you are like more advanced trader, you will create folders inside your trading view. And now you see what I have here. What is first folder for me? That's how important it is in my trading. It's market structure, and I have the name local, and let me show you. These are structures which are made from 50-minute time frame to 1 hour. You see, and you see now so many examples. We were like, it's major confluence for our trade. So you see, for example, here market was consolidating here, already created the market structure here. Massive move down, huge move down. Then we come into the resistance, and you see so many rejections, 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections from the area. So that's how it's important. It serves you as take profit, and you look for new entries. So I use market structure local ones. I have the deeper video on this. This is going to be inside the hero rank, where I'm showing you more how I work with the zones overall. I'm showing it on other asset. It's like gold. I'm showing you how I'm marking them in the scratch. I was showing you more precise levels like super resistance, but as I said in the beginning video, I like to have the zones because Bitcoin is really breathing. It needs to breathe. In the medium time frame, we have the market structure zones, which are like from 1 hour and higher time frame. I mean, they are very old. They can be few months old, from massive ranges we were creating before. Look at this range here, multiple zones. You see, when I consider market structure very strong, I do brighter color, yeah. So that's always important. Yet again, this consolidation here was taking how much time? So 21 of June, I would say 16 of June until 4th of November. So few months at least, and it created also the market structures. And you see, once market moved down, first the highlighted one was resistance, and then we started pushing over. Market was super strong. It was showing you conviction. It was ignoring, of course, market structures can be ignored on the high volumes and so on. But yeah, the highlighted one was also breached, so you are becoming more bullish. Now the retest was holding nicely, beautiful, and now market started to pay attention to the upper boundaries of the range. This was like it was more like a new year inflow, so you need to know why price is moving as well. Look here, beautiful rejection. Then we started to come down. Market was respecting these big market structures on the way to the downside, and the strongest one, which is marked on my chart, was holding the market. Beautiful. It was supply and resistance zones many times before, so that's why it's highlighted. You can see so many touches on the wicks and bodies here. Yeah, but you can learn it a bit better in the hero rank video. And now one more thing. So you see, it's guiding me on the local time frames, market structure, support and resistance. I'm also watching the big trends in these time frames as well. And now we have the higher time frame, which is used for swing traders. Yes, and the trades can take multiple months to play out. Look here, a lot of zones. So you see how these zones are recreated when Bitcoin was pushing in the bull market. So very, very important. This is now daily time frame. So you can be scalping this. You can be aware of this, but you need to watch this from high time frames. And you see where Bitcoin find the bottom. So most of these market structures, as we were pushing up, we've created them. We were trading in the group. They were holding nicely big support. So you want to be aware of this. And this was created from, you see how, from the uptrend. Yes, so you have area of consolidation. Now if you zoom out, you see why. Very big area of resistance. Price rejected 3 times, pushed over it. Yes. So you see it works on 1 minute time frame, and it also works on on daily time frame. What is it telling you? It's telling you it is universal principle, and it is fractal. And fractal means the things repeat on all time frames, because markets are composed from humans and from the human minds which were programming these bots, and they know these principles work on any time frame. Actually, on this time frame it just takes more time. So you see what is happening. I mark this. This is strong market structure. I know about it. So because Bitcoin was rejecting 3 times, now we finally pushed over, a sign of strength for you. Yes, and now you go to the retest, and it is your last chance before the trend leaves. This also happens often after your very long consolidation. You push heavily up, then you go retest to first the most aggressive and the most important market structure. You found support, and look what happened. Boom, massive move up. They were created from 4-hour time frame. I think these long-term market structures, they have just it's best to have different color code for this, so you know it's very old one, like 1 or 2 years old. Look at this. Yeah, again we had range, 2 of them. It was beautiful. And now let's go when Bitcoin started trading them, so you see the real power of it. You also need to go on lower time frames to see. Most of them provided us trade. I was trading most of them, so they were providing us support and resistance. Now one last note to this. So for you, when you arrive to the support area, you look for longs. It is your opportunity area. It doesn't mean market can't continue lower, but you look for opportunities, because in the past it was the area of supply, of the demand, I mean. And yes, and if you arrive to the resistance, you look for shorts, you look for take profits on your longs, because in the past it provided resistance in the market, and that's the basic principle of the market. So you see all these market structures, even from 2 years old, they were working perfectly for the Bitcoin. They actually, they provided boundaries. Oftentimes, the big market structures are providing massive boundaries. So you create a range, because people can ask why we are ranging here. That's the reason, yeah. Market participants are looking where Bitcoin was fairly valued, when there was demand for it or supply, and here it is. Yeah, and we find that this was the bottom of the Bitcoin, again, in important market structures. Such a key principle. So you can be zoomed in here, but you need to be aware of this higher picture as well. You see, I highlighted this one. This was our support in 2021 and 22. This was massive support, and now it's becoming big resistance. We briefly went over it, but on the first stage we've got rejections. So I was looking for shorts in this area first, and we need to really reclaim this one again for Bitcoin to go over like to 40k, 35 to 40k. Very important market structures. Yeah. Oops. And you see, Bitcoin needs to do a lot of work to negate this downtrend, because on daily time frame market structure is still down. Yeah, look here. look here, and the same principles apply from the lower time frames. So we did, this was the corona lows, bull market here, massive push, pullback. Any pullback here, in any pullback in these regions would be classified as great until you take out this low. Market is in bull market. Yeah. It's uptrend. Look here, just a secondary low, not as much higher than previous one. Market is now going heavily down. This is also important low. It's taking it, but this is the most important area for you to actually, you know, to be very defensive if you lose it. So you are doing, you know, lower high here already. So we didn't take this yet, but now market is, and there was massive volume when you lost this area. It was so important. So market is still in downtrend on big time frames. Yet again, market structure important. And what high, I mean, oops. So look here, we have the new downtrend with this low taken out, and this was also taken out from the previous structure. Now we find the, oops, looking ugly. Let's go again. So like this. Oh my god. Now locally we are creating the this is local uptrend, yes. Like this is very high time frame, so this is like daily uptrend. But on the daily and weekly time frames, this, you know, we need to negate, we really need to take out this high. It was very significant high here, so we can actually think about change of character and another bull market. So this is 48k will be very, very important in the future. We want to do something like this, yeah? So we want to push. If market is very aggressive, we can even push like much higher and then find support in this area and bounce, or doesn't need to happen. We can have you can still have decent, like deeper pullback and continue up. This will be also great, but you just need to take out this high. So important for the market structure. So I showed you many examples. Now your job is going to be go to the chart. You can pick make sure to actually pick Bitcoin if you will be trading Bitcoin, because other assets have different volatility. Like this principle is same, but you want to learn on Bitcoin. If you're trading Bitcoin, if you trade Ethereum, then Ethereum. Just go back into the chart, into the history. You can use replay function here in TradingView. You can hide big portions of your chart, and you will be you need to learn and practice if you are marking the market structure, support and resistance zones correctly, and you also are practicing if you can identify the trend correctly. Some people struggle with it. I don't think it's hard, but yeah, make sure to do that. And if you zoom out, it's so visible, you know, like, yeah, uptrend here, just beautiful. Previous resistance from here becoming support multiple times. Again, you have the previous resistance. This was like not so much respected, but it become actually the resistance here. Yeah, and that's it, you know. Okay, I hope this video was very clear for you. If not, just ask me questions. Make sure to learn this, so important. And you will be there are a few more strategies attached to it, and you can learn them in the hero rank, especially how I mark these zones better. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you happy education in the group, and see you around. Bye.